Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are in Ocean Shores. Came out to the coast to go to Oceana, Thousand Trails Campground Park, and it's just about 10 minutes outside of Ocean Shores. That was kind of the goal. We wanted to be close to Ocean Shores, so figured I'd come down to Ocean Shores as we're coming in right now, do a quick drive through Ocean Shores, and then we can drive back up towards the Thousand Trails Oceana Campground, which unfortunately I have to say hasn't been the best as far as our experience with going for a campground, but it is what it is. So if you ever been out to Ocean Shores before, small coastal town out on the Pacific Ocean, kind of cool little area. We prefer seaside over personally coming down this way, but it's still a great little town. So lots of little seafood type places to go to, bikes and stuff to do on the beach. Another really cool thing about being in Washington is you can actually drive onto the beach, which is something you can't do at all oceans. Some people love it, some people hate it, but it's kind of a cool thing that is unique to here. Weather has not cooperated with us the best. Ocean Shores, if you've never been here before, even on the best of days, it can be cold and rainy and windy. So it's definitely windy. Rain is pretty often, just kind of hit or miss on how lucky you get with the weather. But, you know, for a quick little trip for the family, we have nothing to complain about. So they have lots of little things to do, like playtime places with arcades and bumper cars and things like that. So we're just going to do a quick drive through, take a look at what's going on. I haven't been here in probably 10 years. It's been quite a while since I've been down to Ocean Shores. So this is a first time for me driving through in quite a while. So we'll go down, see if we can find the beach access actually. Let's see if we can find that. So see if we can find beach access. Let's see here. I'm assuming we're going towards the beach right now. And we'll see what we can find. Oh man, heater is doing its job. We're going to turn that down. All right. It's honestly, I think there's a lot more stuff than the last time I was here. There's a lot of stuff everywhere, so a little more to explore. We're going to go razor clamming tonight. We got our 3-day license to clam, and we're planning on making some clam chowder if we can. But tide is done around, I think it was 6 or 6:30 tonight is when we can start clamming. So it's going to be dark, so we're going to have to use headlamps and all that. So here we go, going on to the beach. Yeah, wish we were here with not rainy weather, but you know, it's still fun to come out here and check everything out. South of here is Westport, and they have on their jetty some breaks that create some pretty big waves against the shoreline, and we've missed the bigger breaks that they're going to have. I was just looking at that, and apparently earlier this month and before then, pretty amazing wave crashes, and they built a tower that you can walk up in and watch all the waves crash into the rocks. So that'd be kind of cool to see. But ocean's looking pretty busy today. So as you can see, everybody's out here with their trucks and their vehicles. Pretty easy to get out here. We'll just take a quick drive through and see what everybody's doing. Yeah, pretty cool little area. Probably say don't go driving past this point. Yeah, motor vehicles prohibited past this point. So we'll get turned around here. These guys got their Seahawk pop-up canopy up. Getting some cooking on. Sounds like a good time. whole bunch of birds out. That's kind of cool. And the driftwood. Kiddos having fun. Yeah, it's my daughter's midwinter break, so we were trying to decide what are we going to do for a quick little trip. And honestly, weather isn't that bad for being February. It was 52 degrees out here yesterday, and I think today it's around 50. Let's see, what's it at right now? 49 degrees, so high of 50 today. So other than the rain, really not so bad. So we wanted to come down, get the camper out, hang out a bit with family, just kind of get away. Our cell phones don't even work in Oceana, so we don't even have cell phone signal right now. And, you know, it's not such a bad thing not being able to connect to everything you want to connect to. All right. We are actually going into 4x4 because my tires are spinning a little bit on this sand. Much better. All right. Lots of kites out. Everybody's cooking. That's the thing about Washington. There's a lot of uniqueness about this area. You can always find different stuff going on. Got people fishing out here in the ocean. That's kind of cool. All right, we're going to spin back around here. Check that guy out. He is just out there wading around, all geared up, ready to go. Yeah, pretty unique. I've heard people online, like watching some other videos of people, I can't believe they let you drive on the beach at Washington. That's ruining the beach, blah, blah, blah. I hope they never change that. You know, we have enough stuff they limited us on doing already. Driving on the beach is kind of cool. You know, you can set up your camp, you can do what you want to do, especially if you're coming down here for a day and you're going to be gone. It's nice that you can do all that and get out of here and be good to go. All right. We're going to do one more pass a little closer because it's just so cool today. You know, kind of crummy, crappy weather isn't always a bad thing. Like, this is still very enjoyable to come down here and just take everything in. Oh man, that dude is in jeans and he is soaking wet. He is not having a good day. All right, well, I think you guys get the idea. I think we're going to be down here tomorrow as well. Kids want to, we told them each kid gets $40, so they get to get whatever they want for $40, and then after the $40 is gone, they're going to have to realize, okay, you got a limit, that's what you get. So go down to the shops with them, let them choose something, maybe at that Sharky store. I don't know if you guys have ever been here, but there's a pretty popular gift shop that you come in the front of it and it's like a shark head, and I actually don't even remember where that's at, so we're gonna have to find that, and we'll be exploring around here a little bit tomorrow. Today I think is just gonna be an easy day around camp, but we're enjoying ourselves. It's always a good time getting out with family and hanging out. All right, let's get out of four-wheel. All right, we're out of four-wheel. All right, well, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring you back to our campsite, and I'll just do a quick drive through of the campground. It's a little disappointing. The campground is pretty much flooded out, so it's a year-round campground, but it's at sea level, so basically most of the spots are flooded. They had one area that was above sea level, and all the spots are extremely narrow. We could not fit our trailer in one of the open spots. The other open spot we fit in, made the mistake of not checking the power before committing to it. got unloaded, started to get the stabilizing jacks down, getting everything set to use it, go to plug it in, no power. So had to move to a different site, went to a full hookup site. We're right next to the road. It's not ideal, super close to other campers. It is what it is. So we're going to make the best of it. You know, we're still here to have a good time. Love being in Ocean Shores. It'll be fun to go clamming. You don't always get everything you want. This time of year, it's going to be a crapshoot, but I would not recommend that campground if you're coming here during the rainy season. All right. Oh, and there would be Sharky's right there. So I'll give you a view of that. So there's the big old shark head going into the souvenir shop. And we'll get turned around here, and we're going to head back to the campground. Well, let's drive down just a little further, actually. We'll do a quick little drive on this main drag of Ocean Shores. Yeah, there's definitely more here since the last time I was here. I don't know how much it's grown, but it definitely feels like there's more stuff down here. The last time we stayed here, gosh, I'm not sure. I think we stayed at the Shiloh Inn. I can't even remember. It wasn't bad, wasn't great. A lot of the places down here, you know, you're not going to find your super fancy type resort places. It's going to be more just kind of older style. Feel like you're going back to the 80s or 90s type feel, which definitely is not a bad thing. You know, there's just, you have to have expectations. You know, you're not staying at a 4 or 5 star resort. And honestly, right now with us and our kids, we're staying at places that are good for kids. You know, 1,000 Trails have been great for us because we're taking our dogs with us, take the camper, so we pretty much, it's like bringing our home with us when we go places, which we've really been enjoying a lot. It's been making it a lot easier to go places because we don't have to find somewhere for the dogs, and we just take them with us and just making lots of memories with the pets. So we're fortunate to have them and fortunate to have the ability to take these trips. So this is our 8th trip with the camper, and we really want to start documenting a little bit more of these trips because we've been really enjoying them. So that's something we kind of want to share with you guys. We're going to do a little review of the campground, I think. We'll do, you know, what to do around Ocean Shores that we really enjoyed. And, you know, we're going to LaConner in April. We got Spokane and which one do we have? So there's one right outside of Spokane that we're going to. We're going to be in Coeur d'Alene again, going over to Idaho. I'm going to go to Crescent Bar, Seaside. Wife wants to go to Leavenworth. So we got quite a few trips planned once the camping season gets going. So we're not quite there yet. The weather isn't there. Kids are still in school, but we're looking forward to getting more camping trips in. So it's going to be happening. It's just a few months away. So April, I think we're going mid to late April. I'm not sure when their spring break is, but come June, end of June, July, August, and maybe one in September, we're hoping at least a couple a month for a few months. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to seeing some camping videos and seeing some places and drives and walk-arounds of places that we go, because that's a lot of what we're going to be doing in the next few months. We're really excited about it. And other than, you know, being down here on the waterfront, they have the Quinalt Casino Resort. We're not big gamblers. I have never actually been there, but I know that's a big draw out here. There's like little scooters that you can rent. There's all sorts of water stuff you can rent to go on. So here's some scooter shops right up here, little mopeds. But yeah, they got all sorts of stuff that you can do as far as getting around on the beach and other things to do in the area. So just depends on what you like doing, but there's always something going on. Except for at night, everything definitely does close down early. So it's 12 o'clock right now, we're going to be going clamming around 6. We might come back down here with the kids. We might just stay at the campground and hang out. Not sure what we're doing yet today, but I had some free time to go drive around a bit, so that is why I am driving right now. Had some breakfast, got my coffee. That is actually one thing I should have done. I should have found another coffee spot for down here and grabbed a coffee, because I did have my coffee, but I can always have another coffee. So, all right. So, we got a 8-minute drive to get to Thousand Trails, so really not that far. So, I know we'll see about the campground. You know, right now I'm just disappointed because you would think if you're going to be open year round, you would make sure your sites are a little bit more habitable. These ones are basically watery mud pits. So we found our spot was okay. Right next to a bunch of traffic noise, right in the entry of the camp. Definitely not where we'd want to be on the campground. We'd rather be closer to the ocean. We'd rather be in a high ground, but that was the driest of the spots we could find. So it was a little, to say the least, a little disappointing. So we're going to make the best of it. But it was just kind of like, do we try and find another campground or do we just stay here? And we actually signed up for a Thousand Trails membership, so we're not paying anything to stay here other than we pay about 40, I think it's like 45 bucks a month is what we're paying for our membership, and that gets us access to 14 days of camping, and then you have to be away from camping for 7 days, and then you can do 14 days of camping again. So we never have stayed for 14 days. The longest we've stayed has been 5 or 6 days, and it's been great, because if we had been doing a campground thing any other kind of way, you know, you're looking at probably $250, if not more, every time you go camping just for your camp days. And we've camped, I need to look it up, but we've camped more than 30 days this year. So depending on what we're paying, $45, $40, we have well made back our money as far as what the cost has been for the monthly membership. So if you're looking at a way to go camping and go exploring, I would say look at some of these campground memberships. If they have lots of campgrounds around you, I think we have 19 here in the Washington, Oregon area. We have a plethora of places to go to and check out. So here's the Quinalt Beach Resort and Casino. I have never actually been in there. Let's go drive through the parking lot. Sure, why not, right? You guys okay with that? All right, let's go take a look. So hopefully my GoPro is still on the roof. I had to put it up a little higher than normal, and I cannot see it. So hopefully it's still there. We'll find out at the end of this video. You guys may get a video, you may not get a video. I may be searching 5-6 miles of trail looking for a GoPro. All right. Yeah, like I said, my wife and I aren't big gamblers. We've been to a couple of casinos. We went to the Tulalip Casino a few months back, and we gave ourselves, I think it was $100 each. And we were just like, all right, we're going to lose this. Whatever happens, happens. I played craps and roulette and tried to make my money, and lasted for about 2 hours. Go back to my wife. She was still going, and she was actually up, and I'm like, you should stop. And she goes, no, let's just keep going and see what happens. I'm like, all right. Well, eventually she lost it. So the moral of the story for me is they're going to make their money off you. They're going to make you feel like you're getting somewhere, and then they're going to sucker you in, and then they're going to take it from you. So did not work out for either one of us, but it was still fun to go and see what it's like. You walk into that place, and man, I tell you what, everyone gambling, it's like watching little kids with their tablets and TV and video games. They're just zonked into these machines. There's flashing lights everywhere, and it's just like zombifying people, and I don't understand the draw of just pushing a button on those slot machines. You know, there's no skill, there's nothing there to be like, all right, I made something happen. No, it's all just a computerized algorithm of whether or not you're going to win or lose. So I did not have any fun. I thought doing the roulette table was kind of fun. That wasn't too bad. You know, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, watch the little ball go around, see if my odds or evens hit. I just stuck with odds and red. So I'd put the minimum on red, the minimum on odd, and I would just run it. And sometimes I'd hit both. If I hit both, I would double it. If I hit both, I would take out half. If I hit one, then I would double the next. And that strategy I tried, worked a little while, but eventually it got my money. All right, well, that's not so exciting. Nice big parking lot, lots of room to get people to come in here and stay. No windows on the casino area, I don't think. Want to make sure they keep you not sure where you are as long as they can, so they can make as much money off you as they can, right? That's kind of the goal of those places. See how long they can keep you there. So, all right, back on our journey of getting to the Oceana campground. Oh, they got RV parking too, so we could have brought our trailer out here. Look at that. They just want to sucker you in, don't they? Probably no hookups though, so you would be at their disposal for bathrooms and water and electrical if you don't have that of your own. We got a solar panel on ours that'll control the lights. We got propane, so we'd have heat, and we can have our fridge running, but our microwave won't work, our TV won't work. We can use propane to heat it, so we can stay warm with heat, but you're not going to get your same thing as having full hookups or having at least electrical and water. That is one nice thing. So the site we're currently staying at, we do have full hookups. So a lot of times when we come to these sites, we've had a lot of them that have been electrical and water only, and then you're having to dump at the end. So this has been nice for that. When we went to LaConner, it wasn't full hookups. When we went to the Mount Vernon site, it wasn't full hookups. Where else was not full hookups? Chehalis was not full hookups. And I think in Grandy Creek was the other one. So we've had a handful of ones that did not have full hookups. When we were at Seaside, full hookups. Crescent Bar was full hookups. It just makes camping a lot more comfortable. You know, when your tanks get full, it's like, okay, I'm going to go empty them right there on my site. I'm already hooked up. And versus you're into your camp days, oh man, now I got to get to the dump site. I got to go take all this stuff out, clean it out, make sure it's set and ready to go so my tanks are okay. Just not an ideal solution. So, all right. So if you're from Washington, what's somewhere that you guys like to go to? I think for us, we like going to Eastern Washington quite a bit. But we also like being along the coastline. Going along the coastline here in Oregon and Washington is really awesome. You know, there's just a lot of places to go to. And there's places, you know, we haven't actually been to that are super popular and we kind of want to get to. We just haven't gotten around to, like Forks, Washington, if you know that place. That's popular because of Twilight, but very beautiful area from what I've seen. We've just never actually made it out there. And they have the tree life somewhere up there too, which is something I really wanted to get out to. It's this tree where all the roots are exposed and the ground below it is eroding away from the water. And so over time, eventually this tree is essentially going to fall over or die because all the roots are exposed. But it's called the tree of life because it's magically still alive and green with all of its roots showing. And it just, I keep meaning to get out there and we just have not managed to get out there yet. So we need to make a priority of hopefully getting out there this summer. That was one of the reasons we did that troll video. If you haven't watched that one, we went and looked at all the Thomas Dambo trolls, did it in one day, and it was just a fun, like, okay, can we get to all 5 of these trolls and drive around and explore Washington? And you know, you forget about some of these cool areas you have in this area, and so having reasons to go out and explore makes it worth it. So, all right, well, we are 4 minutes away from Oceana 1,000 Trails. And we're going to go through the gate, do a drive around. I'll show you what I'm talking about as far as the flooding goes and what it looks like right now, because it's not ideal. So summertime may be a little better as far as campground experience and usability. But the sites are also extremely small. So out of any 1,000 trails I've been to so far, these are definitely the tightest sites I've been to, which is disappointing because, you know, you want to use your space and enjoy it. A lot of people, they're so close together, they're putting their stuff in the front of their trailer just because you can't even pull your awning out or you don't have enough room to really be on your side. It is what it is. You know, you're here for an experience. Our experience is going to be going to the beach and going to Ocean Shores, and good or bad, we're having an experience. Getting the dogs in and out of a trailer with standing water and muddy ground, it's okay, go potty, go pee, okay, wipe your paws, wipe your feet, get them. It's been an experience, I can tell you that much. So camping is still work. It's not oh, let's just hang out and have a good time. Like kids on their end, man, they're having a blast. And then they tell us, I'm bored, I'm tired. It's like, well, you can do whatever you want. We got to get all these things done. So we're actually coming up on something kind of cool here. This guy, hopefully we can stop by either today or tomorrow. I want to take a look at it, but it's one of those chainsaw wood carver guys, and he's got a ton of wood carvings out, which, man, if I had like a cabin or a place that would suit it, I would love to have one of these carvings. Like, they are just really cool looking. I'm sure they are not cheap, but you know, at some point it'd be cool. You know, maybe, I don't know, maybe talk to my family. It'd be cool to, wow, look at that. Those are cool. They got a Santa. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do a little. I would like to come back and take a look at that. That looks way too cool. And he's out here carving right now, so yeah, I think we're gonna come take a look at that. That's too cool not to take a look at. But anyhow, maybe talk to family. Maybe we could put one of those at Coeur d'Alene at the cabin. But I don't know. See if he could do some kind of custom one. We got the truck. We could throw it in the back of the truck and take it out to Coeur d'Alene on one of the trips out to the cabin. That'd be kind of cool. So, all right. Well, we are just about at the campground. Got my little code here that I got to put in. Let's see, all right, we're almost there. Oceana 1,000 Trails. So the thing I've noticed about 1,000 Trails, you kind of have to take it for what it is. These were built a long time ago. I think this was owned by somebody else, and then 1,000 Trails bought it. I'm not positive on that, but just doing a little research, it sounds like 1,000 Trails is a little newer for this. But it definitely is showing a little bit of its age. You know, the sites, the feel of it. Staff have been friendly, which is always a plus. Look at that, they already got the gate for us. All right, didn't even have to put my code in. So we'll do a quick drive around. All right, so our first attempt was going to be right here on our right. We were going to park here. We got all set up, and then we found out the spot wasn't going to work. So this is the little bit of high ground you have, and did not work out for us, unfortunately. So got our stuff in there and then had to pull it all. It's got a little fire pit going. That's cool. All right. So this little loop, that's where we were hoping to camp. Didn't work out. They got this little bridge, and this was the part where we just were looking around. We're like, yeah, this is not happening. We can't stay here. Oh yeah, nice and rainy. Man, I don't know if we're even gonna get the drone up in this trip. It's kind of disappointing. I was hoping to do a drone flyby. We're here for a couple of days. So these sites here, muddy, and as you can see, it just gets wetter and wetter. So we just said, yep, we're not gonna even try. And they're tiny spots. And then as far as access to the beach, right up here at the end here, so right next to this "to the beach" sign, if you can see that, there's a trail that goes straight to the beach. So it's close to the Campground Ocean Shores beach area, which, you know, that's a nice feature. But as you can see, just rain, lots and lots of rain, and flooding, lots of water. Looks like somebody is heading out for the day, or heading out for the end of their camp trip. Yeah, glad we didn't park over here. Trying to get the dogs to go to potty and all that would be even worse over here. But as I said, pretty small campground. Definitely not the largest. Nope, maybe they're not leaving. Maybe they're just looking for a place to camp. They're looking at the same thing I did, where they're like, oh man, it is flooded, it's rainy, I'm not enjoying this. Alright. And believe it or not, that is pretty much the whole campground. So pretty tiny one. So we're coming up on our camping spot. Like I said, we're parked pretty much right next to the road, so we could hear the road at night. I slept pretty well. I honestly did not notice it as much as I thought I would. But as you can see, we have our little fire pit out, a couple chairs, and we had no room to really do anything but have it right there. So tiny spots. All right, guys, well, that about does it. Thanks for coming along. We'll be pumping out some other videos talking about this trip and upcoming trips, and hope to talk soon. Until then, keep exploring. We'll talk soon. Take care.